Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
In this video, I'm going to share with you how, especially we Indians, not only Indians, Asians, how we look down on ourselves, how we feel anyone with a Western passport or who is blonde with blue eyes or has a white passport is superior to us. Okay, and this is not only for one individual person or country, it is the collective. Okay, and I'll give my thoughts about it, and I would like your thoughts also. But mind you, this will be slightly a very touchy subject for some people. Okay, in case you're new to my channel, my name is Loy Machedo. I'm a personal branding strategist. I help people get well-paying jobs in Dubai, UAE, especially Middle East, Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, and people book my services, sessions for personal coaching or professional development. Okay. Details are put down below. Now, as you know, I have WhatsApp groups. One of the members, I'll not give you his identity, and I request my WhatsApp group members, please don't mention his name. Let's respect that fact. One of my members, he's Indian, is migrated to Canada and is starting his life there. Okay, South Indian. Now, it doesn't matter South Indian, North Indian, anything. I've seen this common behavior. Okay. So, he good-hearted guy, very simple guy. He has shared about getting a job, the struggles. He keeps sharing bits and pieces of information. One day, he shared this post. He put woot woot, WOOT, woot woot, like yay, yay. Okay. So I was kind of just browsing and I was like, why is he so happy? I finally got a date. He's in his 30s. I finally got a date. That too with a Gora female, white female. I've got a date. Yay. So, some members are polite and some people are like, hey, congrats. Wow. So, people were just listening. Okay. Then I put this comment. I'm really thinking, I'm thinking aloud. Is this after a brief, just a couple of messages. Is he celebrating that he finally got a girl? Or is he celebrating that being a brownie, an Indian passport holder like us, being a brownie, being an Indian, he finally got a white skin? Because I'll tell you this, whether you know it or you don't know, I don't know if you know it, but it's obvious. Most of our Indians, when they get a white female, by white, I mean Western, blonde hair, white skin, it's a matter of pride for them. It is like having this rare gem. It is like having this rare collection, a rare collector's edition item, a car or an object or an item that nobody else can get. And I'll tell you this, I'm being very transparent when I tell you this. I was like this once upon a time. When I was in my 20s, pre-internet days and all that, for me, Gora was like superior to us. The white man was superior. He was more intelligent. People in the West were superior. They were richer. They were more successful. I used to look down upon our brownies, our Indians. Pre-internet days, staying in the house, no internet, no TV, no video, whatever they show. And whatever we used to get on TV used to be Knight Rider, Airwolf, Hulk, all the Hollywood movies, James Bond. So, wow, they're superior. Our Indian movies were bad. But today, at the age of 46, nearly going to be 50, given, you travel, you meet people, you educate your mind, you learn, you realize that this white passport, these Western countries, they're not as perfect as we think they are. They're not, all of them are not living the American dream. The American dream is just a phrase. Most of them are living below the poverty line. In fact, the wealth that Chinese and Indians and Asians have is tremendous, tremendous. But that doesn't mean India is perfect. That doesn't mean China is perfect. That doesn't mean there's no poverty there. But these Asian countries now are not only at par, they are far beyond. Okay? You can check sometimes their GDP, the agriculture, the technology. Like, for example, India launched that rocket to the dark side of the moon. People were making fun. You have people shitting on the streets. Even on my Facebook, I have a couple of British and Americans and all. You're shitting on the streets, especially Brits. Some of them were saying that, what, you have taken loan from us, you have to pay it back and all. Okay, all that is there. But that doesn't discount the achievements that these Asian countries are doing. Like China, it's spectacular growth. Yes, it's not perfect. India, the richest billionaires, millionaires. I mean, there is a massive gap. Okay. However, the point I'm trying to make here is that fascination that is there for the white skin, the white passport, the white way of life, that will never go. And I'm not blaming anyone for it. I'm not saying, ha ha ha, you're stupid, I'm mature. No, I went through the same thing you went through. Okay. And it's not finished. There is still a fascination. There is still a fascination for many guys. Like I've seen so many times, a dark black or Indian or whatever is with a white Russian or with a white female. Yeah, obviously the guy's loaded with money. She wouldn't come out with the ugly, hideous looking guy. And we see this. We see so many rich men who are fat, they're pot bellies. They have girls who are old enough to be their granddaughters, not only daughters, granddaughters, 20-year-old. It's, yes, money talks. Like Leonardo, nearly 50, dates girls who are 18. He has the money. If you have the money, no problem. If you have the wealth, no problem. Girls are also not dumb. Guys are also not dumb. Okay. But the fascination for the blonde, white skin, and it's not just men. You can check on Facebook, just Google search on Facebook. I saw this group, Filipinas, searching for true love. It's written Filipinas searching for true love. You'll think, wow, Filipinas, true love. But then below that, it says, and I've actually shared this with my group can vouch for this. True love, in the bracket, Australian, American, UK passport holders. They want true love only in these countries. They don't want true love anywhere else. And they definitely don't want true love from Philippines. They don't want true love from India. They don't want true love from Pakistan. I don't blame them. Why? Because for them, they think if I have to escape the poverty, the pesos, the lower currency, dollar has a lot of value. In fact, even my wife, when I've put this video before, when my wife wanted to marry me in the traditional sense, and she went to the immigration officer and the manager, she's a village girl. So she went and told, I want to take permission, whatever. And they say, who are you marrying? I'm marrying a Farang. Farang means foreigner. Farang. Falang. Okay, they Farang, Falang, whatever. Farang. Foreigner. So they were like, oh, wow, hey, very happy. They were clapping. They all clapped. It's a small, very friendly office. So they all clapped. So then they asked her, oh, where's he from? The manager who was there. They're all Thai people. Huh? And where's he from? UK? She said, no. USA? No. Australia? No. They gave all the foreign countries of our Western tourists who come here. Finally asked, where's he from? Where's he from? She said, India. The minute she said India, I'm not exaggerating this. Everyone kept quiet. Few of them were laughing. And I don't blame them. Most of our Indians have spoiled their name after coming here and they don't know how to behave. Because the population is 1 billion, man. Even if you have 10% who visit and they are roadside, they don't have manners. I'm being an Indian passport holder. I'm telling you, I myself get ashamed when I see some of the Indians. They act like they never seen a girl, never seen food, never seen. They shout. They're too loud. They yuck. I keep away from them. So I don't blame. Minute she said Indian, that guy got very angry. Said, "Why you spoiling our name?" He actually told her, "Why you spoiling our name?" And he told her, "Go sit there." He shouted at her, huh? "Go sit there." So where she was supposed to get immediate, like stamp and medicine, she sat there. She had been, I think, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Okay. Waited until lunch. Maybe he was not too busy. Maybe he was busy. I don't know. Finally, she got fed up after waiting for so long. She said, "Do you know my husband," that me, is very famous. Famous, whatever. Okay. And she showed her phone with Google search, Loy Machedo, and he saw my tattoos. He saw me starring in the Coca-Cola ad, the TED Talk. Oh, he said, "Why didn't you tell me he's a superstar? He's famous. You should tell me that he's from Dubai." See, because he saw one of the videos. And immediately he was very, "Hey, she's from Dubai." And they all congratulated her again. But she was completely buggered off. She was pissed off. When she came finally home, I was there waiting in a village. And I said, "What happened?" And she explained to me. I said, "It's okay. This is part and parcel. It happens." In fact, it's not limited there. I've told you this. Here in the market, in Samui, where I stay, market where there are fish sellers, old ladies, 60, 70 years, who are selling fish, meat, who are poor. They have inquired about me. Where your husband is from? New Zealand, Australia, the tattoos, and America, and Germany, and this and that. The minute she says India, they're like, "Why you got married to Indian? Indian is this." So, what I'm trying to tell you here is, it takes two hands to clap. So, it's not that our Indians are suffering injustice. They have done things to ruin their name. At the same time, that doesn't mean all Westerners have a glorious name. Let's be fair. You go to Pattaya, you go to the walking street, you go to these red light districts. Each one will have a different opinion. Indians, though, legendary. But then Brits, Germans, Americans, based on which nationality they have intermingled more. There are some, like I saw one YouTube video where this female, it's an actual documentary, where she has such a bad experience with Germans, okay, who cheated her, got her pregnant and dumped her. She hates Germans only. She doesn't mind Americans and Brits. Then there's one female who suffered beatings, physical torture with British. So she hates British, she doesn't mind other nationalities. But our Indians are legendary, that much I'll tell you. So coming back to this guy, he is so proud, so happy. Woot, 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 woot. Gora female, Gori female. Now, here's the thing. What he doesn't seem to understand is the Gora is not dumb. And the Gora is not dying for a selection. She maybe she dated all white. One colorful, brown. Let's try it. Now, I'm not saying she's a bad person. I don't want to sound like grapes are sour. Oh, Loy, you couldn't get a white one. That's what you're talking. No. I've had friends and relatives who have married Mexican, Canadian, Brit, Sri Lankan, but now become American citizen, multimillionaire, whatever. Malaysian, Indian who became Malaysian, who became some other nationality. So I have plenty. And I'm very happy with my wife. I don't want a Gora. I've had a couple of Gora females. It didn't work out for me at least. So number one, for him, it's a great thing to get a Gora. Why? Because it's not that he's a bad person. It's that he has been brought up like this, where he thinks they are superior. Indians are inferior. They are superior. Second one is, he is hoping that he'll have a family. Same fascination I had. I'll marry a white one. I'll have white children. But what he fails to understand is the white culture, the white tradition, the white way of living is different from the Indian way of living, the Indian culture, the Indian way of life. Maybe initially in the romantic phase, the honeymoon phase, he wouldn't know it. But as he grows older, he will really come to know about it. Like, for example, my daughter, who's Thai, and I made sure she's born and raised in the Thai culture, the Thai tradition. She touches my feet. She literally like worships me. Even my wife does that. She touches my feet whenever there's a special, not every day touching my feet, but when there is a special religious festival, whatever, and takes my blessings. Can you imagine a white doing that, touching the feet? My wife calls me with respect, sir, or she wants to give me the respect of her parents' elders. Now, I'm not saying that you should call your partner sir, whatever respect you want. I am nearly 20 years elder to her, so she gives me that respect. Fine, and I provide for her. Can you imagine a white female giving that kind of respect to someone, Westerner, American, or Brit? Or do you see that feminism? In fact, it's unfortunate, but in these Philippines, Thailand, all these Asian countries, even India, where they are dark skinned, there are products which promote racism. Fair and Lovely. You can Google search. It's a very famous product. I don't know if it is still there. There is Fair and Handsome. Fair and Lovely, Fair and Handsome. There's no product which says dark and lovely. Dark and handsome. Dark is yuck. That is why the Africans and people from Africa, when they go to India, they experience severe racism. Severe. It is so terrible. I have a couple of Africans who have told me the intensity at which they suffered with Indians. So now, what would I advise this guy? Fine, you got a Gora female, white female. If she's hot, if she's sexy, hope she doesn't look like grandma or, 200 kilos. Okay, let's assume, let's wish the best for her. She's sexy, she's slim, she's young, she's well educated. Everything good. Average. I'm not saying superlative. Just my only request to my Indian friend is understand women are not dumb. They are far more intelligent than we are. And don't celebrate too early. Don't count your chickens until they hatch. And also, you advertised in our group, I got a Gora chick. Get ready for people to make fun of you. Because, that's what guys do. They pull each other's legs. And even before the date took place, you are so happy. But if tomorrow it fails, then what will you do? You'll remain quiet, right? And if it becomes an embarrassment. And remember this, there's always a honeymoon phase, a fascination phase. But once people get closer to each other, then they start probing into each other's lives. And that is where the differences of opinion take place. I've been with quite a number of females here and there. Some have been Westerners. Their culture is very different to us. The way they raise their kids, the way they interact, the way they drink, the way they celebrate. And always keep in mind that racist gene will always be in every culture, whether Indian, Pakistani, Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Westerner. And yeah, one final thing is, when it comes to your personal life, don't advertise or inform people on social media. Because once you do, then content like this comes out. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what will happen with that guy. I hope things work out well for him. Although there's a devious side, there'll be, I'll get jacked. Ha ha ha. I told you. All human beings are like that. But, I don't get anything if his life, good or bad, happens. I wish him all the best. Let's hope he gets a Gora female with Gora children, Gora with polka dots, brown dots, and lives happily ever after. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe he finally met multimillionaire, rich, beautiful girl. Like there was this guy, Sweden female, an Indian guy. He went cycling all the way to get her. It's a very famous story. One Indian rickshaw guy or something worker, but maybe she was one of those hippie females. But they married 30, 40 years and they have children and they're happy. So one rare story. Who knows? Maybe he's also like that. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share. Good, bad, ugly, feel free. Comment down below. Love to read your thoughts. This is me signing off.